Okay, so we already did 1 and 2. I'm going to go ahead and look with you and see how to do one of those. Number 6. Oops. Okay. Let me get this not acting like a crazy fool. 8 to the 2/3. That's already solid work from the previous problems. 8 to the 2/3. Okay, so we got to break that 8 up. So 8 can be 4 times 2 and 2 times 2. Once again, we're looking at that magic number 3. We have 3 2's right there. Okay, so that is 2 to the 3/1, all of that to the 2/3 problems. Now remember, when you have 3/1, and because you're taking a power to a power right there, you're going to multiply them times 2/3. These 3's cancel out, and you just get 2. So now you're going to be left with 2 to the 2nd power, or 2 times 2, which is 4. And that is your answer. I'll do one more of that type for you. Let's look at, oh, this one should be easy. Any number to the 0 power will always be 1, even if it's a decimal. Let's go ahead and look at number 8. So we have -27 to the 2/3 power. Gonna look at 27. And so 27 divided by 3 is 9. So we got a 3 and a 9. And break that 9 into 3 and 3. Remember, we're looking at this 3 here, and we have 1, 2, 3's there. 3 3's there. Ooh, I'm making this go all kinds of crazy places. Okay, so we have negative, don't drop your negative, 3 to the 3rd over 1 times 2 to the 3rd. Okay, so now we have 3/1 times 2/3. And those 3's, they cancel out and just give us a 2. So we have -3 squared, which is the same as -3 times -3, which is just a positive 9. Okay, so those are all the ones you do with the fraction of the exponent, not losing your sign. Let's look at this one right here. 26. You have 2x to the 2/5 times 6x to the 1/4. Okay? We're going to handle these a piece at a time. Let's look at this one first. 2x to the 2/5. Can't really combine those like terms, so let's look at this next one. 6x to the 1/4. Also can't combine those like terms. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply, because parentheses mean multiply, the like terms. This 2 times 6, because those are like terms, is 12. Now over here we have x to the 2/5 times x to the 1/4. Okay? So these are multiplied times each other. To do fractions, when you're multiplying 2/5 times 1/4, the first step is to reduce, and that 4 and that 2 can reduce to 1/2. So now we're going to go straight across the top and straight across the bottom to get 1/10. So don't drop our x, so we have 12x to the 1/10. And that is your problem. For those, you're not going to get a number answer because you've got these variables right here. And that is how you do the ones with the variables. Remember, if it has a variable and there's no equal, all you can do is simplify. You're not going to come up with like an x equals. Okay, so number 28 says, the interest rate R required to increase your investment P to the amount A in 10 years is found by R equals A divided by P to the 1 over T minus 1, blah, blah, blah. What interest rate would be required to increase your investment from 2,700 to 3,700 over 3 years? So basically, we have to know where to plug all this stuff in. So we are trying to figure out, it says, what interest rate would be required. That's what we want to know. We want to know this R. Okay? So your investment is 2,700. The new amount, A, is 3,600. And years is T. So we got all that information. Let's go ahead and plug it in. We're going to do R equals A over P to 1T minus 1. So R equals, our A was in green, so that's 3,600. Our P is in pinkish, so that's 2,700 all over 1. And then the time, the T was 3 years minus 1. So let's deal with this first chunk here. We have 3,600 over 2,700 to the 1/3. Let's reduce that. 3,600, and I would suggest using your graphing calculator to reduce that 3,600 over 2,700. When you reduce it, you get 4 over 3 to the 1/3 power. So then you can also use your graphing calculator to put that in, to plug it. When you get that, you get 1.1 minus 1, which is just 0.1 to the 10th of a percent. So it's 0.1%. And that is your answer for that one.